All right, peace, love, health, and well, vibe. Drop like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 o'clock. Come here for a second. All right, peace, love. Peace, love, health, and well vibe. Tribe, like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that nine. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, manny and petty day for the ego. Understand that this is a hard hat area. Self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to private readings, coaching, group therapy, private therapy, all of that good stuff, check out the description box of all of my videos for my contact information. Okay, so before we get started with the individual readings, we are going to do a timeless collective reading. So with the timeless collective reading, what I'm going to do is pull current energy, and then I'm going to consult another deck for best course of action. Okay. So I don't even know which way is which. All three of them came up like this. So here we go. So I guess if you was to pull these cards, from top to bottom, the first card would be the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a major arcana card, carrying the energy of the number six. The number six, the number six is a representation of harmony, right? Hitting. Well, I'll come back to that in a second. The second card that we have here in today's collective timeless is going to be the Six of Swords. Okay. So this is going to be harmony in the mental space. All right. Harmony in the mental space. And then the last card we have here is going to be the king. I'm sorry. Pausing 10. The King of Wands. And so the King of Wands is going to be visionary space. You okay, bro? No. The The King of Wands is going to represent a visionary of your personal desires. Okay. So when we add, hold on one second. When we add all three of these cards up, um, it looks like there's going to be a particular choice to be made that's going to move us into an environment where we can fully and honestly be ourselves. Can you do me? Can you crack the door open? Where we can fully relax and honestly be ourselves. The King of Wands is here reminding us of the leadership, visionary, and the inspirational qualities that we have. Not only do we have those for ourselves, but as the king, right? We have the ability to use those skills to lead the kingdom or the environment in which we dwell, whether that's home life, work life, etc., etc., etc. It cut off again. Hmm. Them good. I never had those flavors before. I think it's for the Valentine's Day, but those are good. Y'all be safe. All right, so let's pull a best course of action card. Let's see what is it going to take for us to welcome this energy into our life. Okay, two of wands. I'm gonna pull two cards this time. Something telling me the death card. Okay, all right. So again, Just to recap of the collective reading, we got the Lover's card, which represents harmony and balance and love, but it also brings the energy of making good choices. Remember, the heart is the heart, and the heart is going to love, but the heart needs to be directed by something, which is logic, okay? So when we got the Six of Swords here, the Six of Swords is saying that the choices that we make, right, by whether it's a loved one or a job or loving ourselves, whatever the case is, the choices that we make is going to bring us to a shift in our reality. The King of Wands is an indication that either we're going to meet a King of Wands and or we are going to welcome the King of Wands energy into our life, meaning that we're going to adapt some of the traits that's associated with the King of Wands, okay? So this represents you taking authority where maybe possibly you didn't want to, or maybe you're not used to. But this is definitely a leadership card here. So then when we double down to the Two of Wands as best course of action, remember the two represents duality balance. The two in this case represents planning, because how you start is how you finish, and without a proper plan you almost sure to fail, right? Not to say that you can't be successful, but more than likely you'll be more successful if you plan. So the Two of Wands carries the energy of duality, choices, and planning for the future, okay? So one thing I will say, what's up, sis? Hey, I sent you a message, or I don't know if I DM'd you. I don't remember if I DM'd you or what. I don't remember, but I definitely hit you up and was seeing if you wanted to collab. Um, but either way it goes, best course of action. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. I'm doing my thing right now, so I'm not in a position to collab right now. But I just wanted to let you know that I did put that out there. I don't know if I commented on the video or DM'd you or what, but all right. So as we look towards best course of action, I think we got two clear, distinctive messages that we can kind of combine to one big, huge message. And so the one individual message that I was saying, well, maybe I wonder if I did do it. I don't know if I don't know if it was on YouTube or Instagram, but I know for sure either I did. If I didn't hit you up, I apologize. But I fully intended to hit you up for, because I wanted to ask you, did you want to collab with me on a weekly reading? I ain't want to take up too much of your time or nothing like that, but I wanted to do a weekly reading. But so the Two of Wands, what I'm going to take from this Two of Wands right now is carefully plan for the future. Carefully plan for the future, okay? That's going to be the first half of the best course of action. Now we have the number 12, 13 card. What is this? 13. I was right. It was 13. So now we got the death card here. Now remember, it being a major arcana, no matter if it's going to be fast or slow, or fast and hard or slow and gradual. No, I was asking you. I was saying that I attended. If I didn't send it, I don't know why I didn't, but I fully intended on hitting you up, is what I was saying. I wanted to hit you up if I didn't, but I thought I did. I'm sorry. Okay, so when we carry the death card, I'm sorry, when we get the death card, remember that this is the 13th card, and some people look at this 13 number as a bad luck number. Some people look at it as a divine feminine number. I like to take it and look at it as a number four, right? Which brings stability and balance. Now, when it's in this upright position, uh, this death card symbolizes endings, which leads to new beginnings, and ultimately it leads to change. So when it's in this reverse position, this card is signifying death and or stagnation, more than likely in the mind and or the spirit. But nonetheless, I think we got a pretty clear picture, which is we need to plan, right? We need careful planning. That's one. and we need to end any negativity that we have. And it's just so funny that this card comes out because I'm actually looking at this card a little bit different than I normally look at it. Um, but nonetheless, this card definitely means that things are coming to an end, whether it is reverse position or not. Things are definitely coming to an end. But in this reverse position, again, I think that this card is indicating that we need to carefully plan to get rid of any stagnation that we have. Again, I'm going to say this one more time. Carefully plan to get rid of any stagnation. Okay. So for some of us, this could be in the love. For some of us, this could be financial. It could be business. It's different things for different people. Everybody not on the same path. So I try to make my readings ambiguous enough for everybody to try to get a message from it. But nonetheless, it's all the same, which is we have to get rid of stagnation this year. I never did the reading that I was supposed to do or the live, but this is a 1 year, right? This is a 1 year, meaning that we get a chance to start something new, energetic wise. So it's going to be very important for us to plant certain seeds right now and nurture to cultivate those seeds through our propagation because we in cycles. I don't know if you know it or not, but we in secondly cycles, minutely cycles, hourly cycles, daily cycles, weekly cycles. And so right now we on the end of a 10-year cycle. But the 10 and 1 again is interchangeable. So it's I almost look at the 10 and the 1 as 11, right? Where there's a transition, a gateway, a doorway. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go here to Shaheem down, and I'm going to open up the floor if anybody would like any free or donation-based readings. Come one, come all, but don't come all at once. You know. What's up, Selena? Selena, how can I help you? So your name, now that I look at your name up close, your name is not what I thought it. I don't think your name is what I thought it was. May I have a reading on the job opportunity coming? I have been jobless since October. I can pull you a card on it. It's not Selena. It's that says Salama. I think it says Salama with Ina. Oh, so I was right the first time when I was saying Shalom to Salam to to Salima or what to Salama. Yeah, I know it's peace. Yeah, so I think I was saying it right before when I was saying I can't remember how I was saying that. I was saying Salam. What was I saying? Salam to Salama? Or salam to Salima? I don't know what I was saying. Salam to Salima. I think I was saying. I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying, but if I got your name wrong, I'm sorry. Normally, I'm not looking at it up close like I am now. Now I'm looking at it up close because I got the TV close to me. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so my question to you, and I hate to ask you this, but uh if you are a religious woman, right? Um, are you, or let's just say you spiritual? It doesn't matter if you're religious or not. If you believe in a divine power, if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in something other than, you know, what you can touch, taste, smell, or hear, My question to you is that are you contacting the astral realm? If you contacting the subconscious, everybody got all these fancy names for all of this stuff. But my question is, are you doing what it is that you know? Are you doing the spiritual work? And the reason why I asked that is because it's my duty to ask. Diving off the stage in the crowd, that's a mosh pit. Yeah, shorty bad, she look good, but she don't. All right, so the chariot card is here. The Knight of Wands reverse is here. And the Three of Pentacles reverse is here. Man, what the fuck is wrong with my mouse? I want to see the chat. I can't open up the chat. My mouse is going haywire, y'all. Unless the battery just went dead. I think the battery dead. Puppy, you better be scared. I'm gonna beat you up if you don't be scared. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a mouse for my computer. Let me get a. Okay. Way back when I was trapping out Toyotas. Okay, so you asked a question about finances. Your question was, I believe you just wanted just a general financial reading, because you've been jobless for a few months. So you have the Chariot card, the Nine of Wands reverse, and you have the Three of Pentacles as the current energy. So first thing first, you got to understand that we have a major arcana card. And we have a major arcana card as like the lead card of the reading. So how I interpret that is that this is going to be like a very dominant energy, and everything behind that is going to just support it. Okay. So something is about to happen, and it's going to be unavoidable. The chariot card is about determination, control, and forward movement. Forward momentum, I'm sorry. Even if you have been stagnant financially, this card is saying that the inner strength and focus to push through obstacles is going to carry you a long way. This card is about recognizing and harnessing your willpower. It's about you taking control, and it's about you actively steering your career or your financial prosperity, right? So I'm gonna come back to the rest of that in a second. So the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, not the Nine of Wands. If I said the Nine of Wands, I'm sorry. So we had a Knight of Wands here. So normally in this upright position, the Knight of Wands represents double fire energy. It represents somebody who doesn't plan carefully, who doesn't always think things through, who doesn't always see things through, but they always on the go, right? So again, in this upright position, this card is about action, adventure, and moving forward quite boldly, right? In his reverse position, it's telling me that there's some sort of either impulsiveness or hesitation about something, like there's an underlying energy of fear, and it's leading to scattered energy, right? Where you can be like, I want something, I need something, but I'm afraid that I won't get it, or I'm afraid that it won't be how I want it, right? So in the financial context, it could mean that you could be looking to rush into opportunities without full preparation. And if that is the case, then you could be losing focus on a path, right? Um, I don't want you to get frustrated right now if things isn't moving fast enough, because this could be an opportunity for you to focus on you, for you to gain a new skill, for you to uh work on yourself personally. And speaking of skills, right? We got the Three of Pentacles, which is all about skills, showcasing your skills, being recognized for your skills, building credibility. Um, and it's about how well you can operate in a team, right? So even if the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is reversed and it's showing either misdirected or impatient energy, the Three of Wands is saying that practicality is right here. We need to take something step by step. Especially if we looking to go into business or work for other people. um in the future, if you took a class, if you gained a new skill or something like that, it would pay off. One thing I just heard is that you could be in a position to make content. For some reason, something just told me that you are a future content creator, right? So now what I'm going to do is get some best course of action from these cards, because I want to make sure that not only do we um here here I don't like to answer questions like will I or something like that. The question is yes. Now that's beyond tarot. I want you to know that no matter what you want, what you need, what you deserve, you're going to get it no matter what. And if you don't get it, then maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe it wasn't meant to be right now or whatever. But just know that if it don't happen, it wasn't meant to be, especially if you go hard and put in the work. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, relax about will I get a job in the near future, stuff like that. Because yes, you will. You're going to get a job. That's not the question. The question I think here is that are you letting negativity take over your mind? Are you getting worried? Are you getting scared? Um, are you catastrophizing? Yes, not having a job is not an excellent thing. It's not a good thing at all. But again, once you get there, got to be a certain level of serenity that you got to have to say, you know what? I don't have a job right now, but that doesn't mean that I can't do other things. That don't mean I can't go into business for myself, even if it's cleaning houses and cleaning offices. Uh, I want you to start thinking outside the box, right? And we got a card for you, best course of action. So the best course of action here, I'm going to stick with one card, and I think this might be it. So there's a theme of fulfillment here, and it's self-fulfillment, right? Uh when you talking about when you're talking about best course of action in this reading, and then the Nine of Cups comes out, this makes for I think a very auspicious reading. And the reason why is because I'm not seeing any blockages here. I mean, the only thing I will say, if it's anything here, is that your fire is too high, meaning that you need to redirect some of that energy inward, right? If you still alive, you still well, yeah, things might be hard. Yeah, the food might be low. Yeah, you could be behind on bills, whatever, right? But if there's a there's an opportunity here, nonetheless. I ain't gonna say it's a reason, but there's always an opportunity. And so again, this Three of Pentacles is saying that either you barking up the wrong tree or you need to just grow your own tree. That's what I believe. And the best course of action here is I want you to sit back and let your heart and your mind wander a little bit. I want you to daydream a little bit. I want you to sit down and wonder. Like, okay, I'm applying for this job. I apply for this job, and I'm not getting anywhere. So what else can I do besides apply for jobs? Is there anything I can do? Can I do OnlyFans? Can I do YouTube? Um, can I, you know what I'm saying? If I do YouTube, can I do a cooking show? Whatever, right? Maybe you can do multiple things. Maybe you can start a YouTube and maybe you can go start cleaning offices or houses or I don't know, go do some gardening or something. But there's opportunities out here. You just have to create those opportunities, right? Whenever you got, I always say this, whenever you got a willing mind and a willing body, only thing you got to do is just come up with an idea to make money and go try it. It's been plenty of times where I just had a couple paint brushes and a paint roller and I created jobs for myself. It's been times where I had nothing and I took $500 and I went and I bought a lawnmower and I bought this and that one and I made my money back and some. I mean, I remember at one time I made like $300 in a day just by cutting grass. Now I was hot as hell. It was hot. And I only did 2 yards that day because it was very hot and them yards was big. But nonetheless, in one day alone, no, I think it was a weekend I made 300, but in one day I made so much money I can't even remember. But in any case, I want you to sit down and really explore your heart. I want you to sit down and say, okay, I want to live this type of life. I want to have these types of cars, these types of money, and don't be modest, right? Even if you are a modest person, I want you to dream big, dream realistic, but dream big. Even if you don't have even if you don't want a Mercedes, even if you don't think you're going to buy a Mercedes Benz, you still got to say, I want to have enough money to buy a Mercedes Benz, right? You want to have more than enough. But, but like I was saying, I want you to sit down and explore your heart. If you can have anything you want whenever you wanted it, what would it be? What kind of car? Where would you live? What would you drive? If you could have any type of job, whether it was a business that you started yourself or you got hired for the perfect job where you can live, be there for the next 20, 30 years, you can save money, retire early, whatever. I want you to put yourself in a future self shoes. I don't want you to be modest and say, "Oh, I just need enough money to pay my bills. I just need enough money to eat." No, I want you to think like I said, even if you only go on one vacation for the rest of your life, I want you to picture yourself going to all your favorite vacation spots. Right? Dream big, but dream realistic, right? I want you to sit down and I want you to envision yourself with the most beautiful shoes, the most pretty dress, the best hairdresser, the best makeup artist, right? And even if you just plan to do it for a vacation, right? But I want you to break away from the normal modest thinking because a lot of people can't manifest above and beyond their current situation because their thought process keeps them locked into the current situation. Right? Like I said, even if you don't want to buy $100,000 car, picture yourself having enough money that when you go test drive that car, you can buy it if you want it. Right? I want enough money that I can buy it if I want it. You understand what I'm saying? Picture yourself dreaming big, right? Picture yourself getting a job, playing the lottery, and then you win the lottery and then you invest in businesses and then you know what I'm saying, you make more money and more money and more money, right? I don't want you to think small, like, okay, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to work for 2 weeks or I'm going to work 1 week and I get paid and everything's going to be okay, we can eat rice and tuna for a few days until I save up money. No, 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 no. If you had all the money that you wanted, or if you had more money than you needed, what would you eat for dinner? You would eat steak, right? You might eat tacos. You might eat hot wings, right? We're not eating fish sticks. We're not eating noodles. We're not eating fufu. We're not eating chapati. You know what I'm saying? We eating full course meals. Right? I don't want you to come from a place of worrying. I don't want you to come from a place of, if I just have $100, I'll be fine. No, 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 no. $200, I'll be fine. No, 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 no. Or whatever, however the currency. If you international and your currency is different, right? I don't want you to think minimum. I don't want you to be modest, because God don't respect if you modest or not. God really respect your internal qualities. Who are you internally as a person? Do you feel guilty about the stuff you do? Are you creating bad karma for yourself? Like, that's what God really care about. But even karma can be, I don't want to talk about that, but even that karma shit can be overridden, if you know what you're doing. But yeah, though, man, I want you to dream big, dream realistic, but dream big. I don't want you to be like, well, I'm gonna go by the moon. Well, you know what? If that's what's on your heart, then dream it. But I don't want you to get sucked into what you don't have. I don't want you to keep getting sucked into this one and that one, right? The Nine of Cups is about fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is about living life to the fullest. The Nine of Cups is saying, I'm so happy I got this job before you even got the job. You see what I'm saying? You know what, Salima? I got somebody I want you to listen to. On YouTube, on YouTube, his his name is Minister Jew from Imagination Guru. Right? I want you to sit down, and I want you, maybe even if you go, oh, you know what? I want you to type this in, or I can send it to you. I want you to search this. Minister Jew Dream Masters. So he got a series of interviews, podcasts that he did on this brother channel called 363 Empire. And I know I got a little, I know I talk with a little slang, a little twang, so I'm gonna go ahead and type it in. But he did a series of videos. Minister Jew did a series of videos on this brother channel called 363 Empire. And I want you to watch them, because he took a lot of information that he's been teaching over the years, and he kind of compiled it together in one wop. So I want you to check that out, and I want you to let me know. And like I said, I'll contact you with how the ones to watch in order. But I think if you watch that Dream Masters first, and then you go on a binge on his channel called Imagination Guru. Imagination Guru. All right. Now, after you watch the 363 Empire one, then you can have the green light to go binge watch on Minister Jew channel. Especially if you believe in God, then I want you to go into this with an open mindset, because he gonna tell you, so basically what he do is he teach manifestation, but he teach it from the Bible. So he not here to argue if Jesus is real. He not trying to argue if the white man going to heaven, right? We're not arguing none of that stuff. It ain't about no Edomites and the pharaohs and the Jewish, and we ain't here to argue about all of that. All right, we're not here to argue about that. We here to get results. We here to manifest. You understand what I'm saying? So let me know when you get done with that Dream Masters. I want you to watch that right now, ASAP. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to watch that Dream Masters ASAP. And then let me know when you're done with that. But that's the first thing first. That Dream Masters is the first thing first. What up, y'all? Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. No, you didn't what? You ain't do what? Or what? What happened? What I miss? You said no what? Wait a minute. What you saying no to, friend? You didn't do what? The practice manifestation? You haven't done that? But that's what I'm saying about you praying and manifesting, because those, I won't say cold words because it's not really a cold word. It just, some people just don't know what it means. It's not about, that's why I was asking you about the praying and stuff, because those are techniques. You know what I'm saying? The praying, the meditating, the visualization, the affirming the reality before you see it, all of that stuff are manifestation. Those are techniques to quantum leap you into the future, or to shift your path, to quantumly shift your path on a minute level. Hit me up, man. That's what I'm saying. Hit me up for the full free consultation, man. I ain't trying to hold these secrets for myself. Only thing I want to say is that just when they ask you, just tell them like, man, KP, he the real thing. That's all I ask. If you want to donate, one day you will be able to donate. One day you're going to be able to donate more than you ever dreamed of, and I'll accept it. But I just want you to tell the people like me, man, that boy KP, he the real thing, man. KP, he be doing his thing, cuz. All right. Well, I want you. So are you in a position to where you can go watch that Minister Jew right now? The quantum prayers, I think it's called. Because if you can get through that today and you take notes and whatnot, if you can get through that today, I can guide you to some stuff, man. All right, well, whenever, because I don't know if we got a time difference or not. I don't know where you at, but but nonetheless, though, no matter when it is, get in tune with it, and you hit me up. All right. Well, I'll be up by the time you. What time is it? Where you at? Where are you at? I don't know where you at. Where you at? If you don't mind me asking, I ain't gonna stalk you or nothing. I ain't about to pull up to your residence. I just need a time reference. So it's 22 hours. So it's 11 o'clock. So that means you 10 hours ahead of me. You East Africa. So that means it's 11:11 there. Look at that. There's 1:11 here and 11:11 there. Listen, listen. I don't know if you got a husband or whatever, but as you fall asleep tonight, listen to that Minister Jew. I'm telling you. Just listen to it as you go to sleep. It don't matter what you miss because you gonna watch it again tomorrow. And I'll be up. If it's 11 o'clock there, oh, it's 10. Oh, I said 11. Okay, my bad. 11 would be 2300. Okay, so if it's 10 o'clock there, that means if you go to sleep now for 8 hours, I'll still be up. In 8 hours from now, I'll be up. 9 hours, maybe. In 10 hours, 12 hours from now, I'll probably be up, maybe. Probably, maybe. But if you go to sleep and hit me up early enough, then I'll stay up late and we can work on some things. But you got to get that foundation first. Without that foundation that he gonna lay out in this video, I'm not gonna say we can't talk. But what I see for you and what I'm hearing for you, what I'm seeing for you, what I'm feeling for you, you need that foundation. And I don't. I think that he got so much experience at breaking this stuff down. It'd be better if you got it from him because I'm an ordained minister too. Don't get me wrong. Like I've been ordained since 2021. Like I'm official. Like I can go do a funeral and a wedding in the same day. Like I'm official. Let me sleep. Okay, that's even better then, cause I'll be up then. That's around dinner time for me, or that's like dinner, maybe a little bit after dinner. So that means you got to get up early. I already know what time you get up. Then I already know. You ain't got to tell me. All right. Well, yeah. Do your thing. Do your thing, and hit me back. I guess I'm about to hop. Well, I was about to say I'm about to hop off of here, but it say I got a couple people here. All right, y'all. Well, we got no waiting. If somebody wanted to get a free or donation based reading. Also tonight, y'all, how do I remove negative energy is going to be the theme of tonight's reading. So make sure y'all tune in with me. I think 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You welcome. You welcome. How old are you? How old are you? Dance with the dogs in the nighttime. Yeah. All right, got somebody go ahead and shut him down. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta say it, man. It's been an honor. It's been an honor and a pleasure. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all, and I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but right here, right now, doing what I'm doing. So if you know what I'm about to say, please go ahead and say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it, and you better not buy it either. Peace. Bye bye. I love you.